Hello and welcome to the Leicester City versus Liverpool preview. We will be playing away on Boxing Day. I certainly hope every single one of you had a fantastic Christmas day, or whatever you would like to call it, a great Christmas season. Season's greetings to everybody, and I really do hope that you either got what you wanted or just had a really nice time on Christmas Day. Anyway, we are on Boxing Day, and it's going to be Leicester versus Liverpool. Massive game in the title race. And we've now got a game in hand because obviously we played the Club World Cup on Saturday. And we went out and won it. But we've got a game in hand now. And we also still sit 10 points clear at the top of the table right now. Having Leicester City last played Manchester City in where Man City won 3-1, I believe it was. Didn't see the game because those sorts of games were playing while Liverpool were getting ready for the Club World Cup. So my focus was elsewhere. But even so, brilliant game coming up for us. It's going to be a difficult game, but hopefully we should be able to field a fairly, if not our strongest 11. And I mean that by the likes of obviously Alisson in goal, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, Henderson, Gini Wijnaldum may be able to come back into the fold as well. Naby Keita, see what happens with Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. I'm not sure entirely what is going to go on with that, whether he actually is going to have a long-term injury. I don't know if we'll know that by this point. I'm recording this a few days earlier because I'm not going to be doing recordings on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, anything like that. So we might have some news, but it's not going to be in this video because I needed to make it ahead of time. So yeah, and then the forward line. Obviously, we can't have Minamino yet because it's not January the 1st, but he will be coming. No worries. He will be coming. He'll be on his way. But Bobby Firmino, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, you could even use Divock Origi, but most likely, I think because of the hero, or one of the many heroes of the Club World Cup, Bobby Firmino getting the goal that we needed, hopefully he will start up front and also start getting some goals in the Premier League as well. I think I've already gone through my starting 11, so there's most of the preview gone. But yeah, I think even if Lovren comes back from injury or whatever, or whenever Joel Matip comes in, Joe Gomez has started to look like the centre-back that we had before he got injured last year. He's really starting to look very, very good, and he's starting to show a burst of pace that is really obviously appreciated in the defence as well. Like, he's just such a fast defender and at reacting. But he also seems to be making a few less errors as well defensively and not getting as caught out. Obviously, having Van Dijk as your centre-back partner, that's massive, because he's such a fantastic reader of the game and such a great defender anyway. But yeah, I think we should be able to go into this game. We're playing away. It's going to be a hard game, because Leicester are also going to want to bounce back themselves. They're not going to want to rest on their laurels having been beat 3-1 by Man City. They're going to want to come into this game and say, right, we need to now put a performance on and get ourselves right back in this. Because it's tight between those two now. Because Man City sit on 38 points, Leicester sit on 39. Goal difference is now in Man City's favour on plus 30. Leicester are on plus 27. We're on plus 28. But obviously we're 10 points clear, so we're 11 points clear now of Man City, and then it's kind of like who's up for fourth position. That is very tight. Jesus Christ, that is really tight. So yeah, but I think that we should be able to come into this game and look to win it. We won it last time out. I think it was 2-1, a last-minute penalty by James Milner. And that was a tough game as well. Really tough game. We were in control of it for quite a lot of it. In fact, I kind of want to go back and have a look, if I can, at the game and see what the stats were. 5th of October, that was it. And see what was in our favour. Wow. So, when we last played Leicester in October, 52% possession to 48, which was in our favour. Leicester had 2 shots, 1 on goal that day. The one that went in, which was James Maddison, I believe it was. We had 14 shots and 8 on goal. So if we can do something similar, maybe lessen their shots even further, then we should be able to come out of this game as winners. We should be able to. And our lineup that day probably would have had... Oh no, it was Lovren. Obviously Fabinho was in there as well. Milner, it was Firmino, Salah, Sadio Mane. Pretty much everyone was the same, apart from Alisson was out of that game. It was Adrian. So we should actually be looking to come into this game as dangerous as Leicester City are right now, and Jamie Vardy just living a Jamie Vardy party all the time right now. He just doesn't seem to be able to stop scoring. I wish he would, but even so, we should be able to come into this game as winners. It's going to be difficult. It really is going to be difficult. It's just going to be attack versus attack. We know how Brendan Rodgers is going to put his Leicester team out. He's going to put them out. They're going to attack very, very well, or at least have good passing moves in possession. That's why it was pretty much almost 50-50 possession the last time we played. The triangles that he would be getting Leicester to play, and is getting Leicester to play, will be key to his way of getting through us. Playing nice triangles and trying to catch us on the break with Jamie Vardy, who just doesn't seem to have lost any of his pace over the years. He just hasn't. He hasn't, and he's going to be a danger in behind, which is why I also want to have Joe Gomez as centre-back, because the pace he will have and he'll need to get in and get back to Jamie Vardy, because we will get caught out at some point, no doubt. No doubt. Either once or twice, we will get caught out by Jamie Vardy's pace. You can't ignore a guy that starts off with like a ham omelette and all this sort of stuff and a glass of port or something like that. You can't ignore that. It's going to get him going. He's going to be going like the Duracell bunny. We've got to keep him quiet. And I think Joe Gomez, and even having Trent down there, who seems to be getting a little bit faster as each game goes, will help in recovery for us. But I think we can keep it quiet. I really actually do think we can. Whether we keep a clean sheet or not, I don't know. I don't know. We seem to be getting a little bit better at keeping a clean sheet right now. Obviously, I think we're still going to be missing Fabinho. We will be missing Joel Matip. But I think we've had some massive performances recently from the midfield that we've had. The likes of, Jordan Henderson, the likes of Naby Keita even then as well, coming back defensively, but also offensively, he's been very good. Gini Wijnaldum should be able to come back in. Didn't feature in the Club World Cup, probably more as a precaution, if anything. But he should be able to come back into this team as well. And then you've got James Milner. You've got other options there as well, like an Adam Lallana and such like that. There's probably maybe some names that I'm actually missing. I don't know what's happening with Oxlade-Chamberlain. But yeah, and then going forward, we should be able to create quite a bit of danger, in my opinion, anyway. So, what am I looking for from this game? All I'm looking for is a positive result. And a positive result against a title rival is a draw or a win. That is a positive result in my opinion. Obviously for us, we would be looking to win it, and we should be looking to win this game. Whether it's going to be a clean sheet, I don't think it will be. I think there'll maybe be a chance or two that we will concede, and one of them will go in. But we'll see what happens, because Alisson's been in blistering form as a goalkeeper recently, and the defence is getting better. It's getting more solid recently as well. A lot more clean sheets coming in, and it's no coincidence since Alisson's come back into the team and he's recovered fully and got his fitness and game fitness back up and game mentality back up, that we've started to concede less goals. That's just my opinion anyway. So, how am I seeing this game going down? Liverpool versus Leicester away from home. I think it's going to be the same result as last time. I think it's going to be a 2-1 to Liverpool. I really do. I'm not saying that Leicester can't pick up the victory or at least pick up a draw. It's got, as I say, between them and Man City, they will most likely be some of our toughest fixtures that we have this year to get a result out of. And I truly believe that we can come out and win. If we get a draw, I'm not going to be too disappointed. If we lose it, I'm going to be very disappointed, because I think we shouldn't be on the losing side of these games at the moment anyway. But with all that being said, I think personally it's going to be Liverpool 2, Leicester 1. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think? How do you think this game is going to go down? Do you think we can keep a clean sheet? Do you think Leicester will, not spring a surprise, but do you think Leicester could get the result here? Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you please. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.